Today, I am talking about Todd Brooks, the Director of Athletics at Oglethorpe University, which is a small D3 school in Brookhaven, Georgia. So what is an athletic director exactly? They oversee all aspects of an athletic program. Todd said that some of his primary roles include fundraising, compliance, personnel, hiring, firing, handling complaints, and event management. He said he also tends to travel with the teams to properly evaluate his coaches. He speaks at events, and he also has many administrative duties. He tends to work about 40 to 60 hours during the school year and 30 hours during the summer months. Todd's dream job was to become a basketball coach, but his dad told him he needed a slightly more marketable degree, so he went to Milligan College to get his bachelor's in biology while he also played on scholarship as a men's basketball player. He then went to Tusculum College where he got his master's in education. He went on to become a high school biology teacher, but knew he wanted to be a basketball coach. He eventually accepted a full-time position as an assistant men's basketball coach at Tusculum where he had played. Tusculum then offered him the Dean of Students job where he worked for 4 years. He said during this time is when he gained most of his administrative skills, which helped him later on. He became a college coach at Christopher Newport University where they offered him a flex job between the college coach and athletic director position because he had the administrative skills. Eventually, he switched over to a full-time athletic director because the hours were more manageable to raise a family, and he has been an athletic director at Piedmont College, Berry College, and Oglethorpe University, which are all smaller D3s in Georgia. So a couple of essential skills that Todd mentioned include conflict resolution, communication with the school, coaches, and parents, organization skills, which include being able to use Excel, people skills, and having a vision and being able to sell people on that vision. Todd mentioned a couple challenges that come with being a Division III athletic director, which includes having a smaller staff, which means he has to be more involved than a Division I or a Division II athletic director typically would be. This is because they do not have the funds to hire more people to take on these other job responsibilities. This moves on to our next challenge he mentioned, which is financial constraints. At a Division III school, the school looks at sports as a student activity, which means they get no funds from ticket sales or merchandise sales. This means that he has to carefully allocate all of his funds to the teams and in upgrading the facilities, which tends to mean that it takes longer for him to be able to get around to some of these things. Which moves on to our next challenge he mentioned, which is lacking facilities. I included a couple of pictures here of Oglethorpe University, including their track, which is only 5 lanes versus a typical 7-lane track. This weight room right here is used by all faculty and students of the entire campus, as well as the entire athletic department. And then the gym on the bottom is their main gym, which is usually about the same size as a high school gym. He said that one of the most frustrating things is how slow it takes to create progress, and just a general complaint he has is personnel changes and how difficult it is to have those tough conversations in terms of hiring and firing personnel and forcing them to make changes. So Todd has been very successful in transforming Division III programs. He actually took Berry College from an NAIA to a Division III school and expanded their varsity sports from 11 to 27. So a couple of keys to his success that he mentioned included finding a good group of people that share a common goal with you, trusting the people you put yourself around, convince administration of the importance of athletics, such as how it adds vibrance and school pride and increases enrollment and retention because students can use the same facilities that the athletes are using, creating a vision that seems attainable, and talking to the right people to raise funds. So some advice he gave to anyone who is interested in this career path, he said to get involved, to do grad assistantships, internships, and volunteer if necessary, to establish your reputation, to become known as a hard worker, get practical experience and network, and do something that you are passionate about. So in summary, the roles of an athletic director include fundraising, hiring, event management, evaluations, conflict resolution, and compliance. They work about 40 to 60 hours per week while in season. Some necessary skills are organization skills, people skills, communication skills, having a vision, and Excel. Some challenges of a D3 program is limited funding, lacking facilities, smaller staff, and hard conversations. Some keys to success: build a team you trust and share your vision, make your goals seem attainable in the short term. And some advice from him is to get involved, be willing to do the dirty work in the beginning, and to network.